So apparently, alcohol is just bad. Like, no amount is good. No moderation is key. No, but red wine is healthy. Science came in with the receipts and basically said, yeah, it's all poison. Have fun with that. Which, okay, not a huge shock, but as a matchmaker for over a decade, I've been sending hundreds of couples out for cocktails and appetizers. Not because I think alcohol is necessary, but because certain settings just work. Bars, lounges, swanky little spots with low lighting and great music, they create an atmosphere that helps two people feel connected. But does that mean you have to drink? Absolutely not. The real question is, should you still go to a bar if you don't drink? Should you be picking different dates altogether? And if you do go, will it feel weird? I'll tell you what I plan to do, and maybe that'll help you figure out what you should do for your first dates. If that sounds at all interesting and intriguing, I hope you'll stick around because that's what's on the agenda. Let me be clear. I've never assumed that just because I send people to a cozy lounge that they're automatically downing cocktails. That's never been the assignment. I've worked with plenty of people who don't drink at all. Some just don't like it, others recovering alcoholics, and I've always asked them the same thing. Would you feel comfortable in a place that serves alcohol? Because if they weren't, we've always just found another spot. But most people, they were totally fine with it. They knew that they could sit in a club chair, sip on whatever they wanted, and enjoy the atmosphere without feeling pressured in any way from each other, like on a coffee date. Because at the end of the day, what makes bars and clubs and lounges work for first dates has nothing to do with the alcohol. It's the intimacy, the setting, the little things like the lighting is so soft and the music is just the right level and the seating lets you lean in instead of sitting stiffly across from each other, trying to find a natural moment to make eye contact. And let's not forget, sitting at the bar at a 45-degree angle is still the move. It's casual, it's flirty, it keeps the whole thing from feeling like an awkward interview. So if you like the vibe of a lounge but don't drink, you can still go. Order a club soda, a mocktail, or whatever floats your boat. No one cares what's in your glass. So you can definitely take advantage of the cool vibe without ingesting the poison. Oh, excuse me for interrupting my own episode, but it's recently come to my attention, looking through all of my analytics, that only 30-something% of the people who watch my episodes are actually subscribed to the channel. It helps me out tremendously when people are actually subscribed to the channel because it allows my episodes to be pushed out so that they're seen by even more people. If you've got an extra 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button, I would be deeply grateful. And let's just get back to the regularly scheduled program. Thank you. Thanks. Did I mention that appetizers are really the perfect first date food? One or two, one each, or sharing. It's just so perfect. You can see I like that, and that's why cocktails and appetizers have always been my go-to for all these years of matchmaking. But we do have other options, and I haven't sent everybody into candlelight at 7 p.m. because some people just need movement. They don't want to sit at a table. They want to walk. They want to explore. They want to do something. And if that's you, maybe it's grabbing a coffee and wandering through the park. Maybe it's sitting on a bench watching the waves roll in if you're lucky enough. Maybe it's a baseball game where you've got natural conversation breaks built in. You've got distractions and maybe a shared plate of nachos that gives you an excuse to bump elbows. Some people just need some energy mixed in. They want a date that feels like an experience. Maybe it's live music. Maybe it's dancing. Maybe it's something fun and active that lets them see if the other person matches their vibe. And then some people want intimacy, the kind of setting that invites deeper conversation. A jazz lounge, a quiet little dessert bar, a late night cafe, a place where you can just sit and talk and really get to know each other without shouting over a crowd. Bottom line, it's about where you feel like your best self, because if you're comfortable, the connection flows naturally. Now, full disclosure, I don't drink. I haven't really since maybe I turned 21, and not because I had some huge revelation about health and wellness. It's pretty much because by the time I was legally allowed to drink, I was already over it. I had my White Russian phase while disco dancing in the 80s. I lived my Studio 54 fantasy. I wore the sequins and I made my choices. And once the legal drinking age caught up to me, I was pretty much done. And guess what? I've never once felt like I needed alcohol to have a great time, not even on a date. But I get it. Some people feel like they need a drink to take the edge off, and that's fair. But let me tell you something. It's not the drink. It's the fact that you're allowing yourself to relax. Because if you really think about it, what's the drink actually doing? It's giving you one drink. It's just giving you permission to let go of your nerves. But you could give yourself that permission without the cocktail. Acknowledge it, laugh about it, call it out. Wow. Ugh, first dates are so weird, huh? And suddenly, it's not so weird anymore. The second you let yourself own the moment, the tension just kind of drops away. And instead of worrying about what they think of you, focus on them. What's interesting about them? What's making their face light up? What's pulling you in? Shift your focus to the other person, and suddenly you're in the moment, not in your head. Because at the end of the day, confidence isn't in the glass, it's in you. There's no one way to have a great first date. Some people love the energy of a lounge. Some people feel their best when they're outside, moving. And some people connect best over a turkey sandwich on a park bench while watching a Little League game. The key is figuring out where you feel comfortable enough to be yourself, because that's when you're actually fun to be around. If you feel flirty and engaged sitting in a lounge, then great, keep doing that. If you feel like your best self walking and talking, then grab a cup of coffee, take it on the go, and chit-chat as you mobilize. The setting matters way more than your drink in hand. Just pick a spot that brings out the best in you. And when you do, that's when chemistry is a lot more likely to happen. I hope you found that interesting or helpful. If you did, you might want to check out this episode. It is about coffee dates because I do have some opinions on those. Hey, before you go, please give Mom the thumbs up because she survived her disco phase, and honestly, that's worth some recognition. And don't forget to subscribe because I have so many more dating secrets and I'm just reckless enough to keep sharing them with you. Appreciate you hanging out with me today, and until next time, have a good one.